Hey there, my friends. Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to get over a breakup faster than Ariana Grande can belt out a high note. Speaking of Ari, her song, We Can't Be Friends, hits different when you're nursing a broken heart, doesn't it? When she sings, I didn't think you'd understand me. How could you ever even try? It's like she's reading our collective diary. But here's the thing. While Ariana's crooning about not wanting to feed this monstrous fire and just letting this story die, we're about to flip that script. We're not just letting our breakup story die, we're rewriting it into a bestseller where you're the hero, not the victim. So grab your emotional armor and your sense of humor. Trust me, you'll need both, because we're about to embark on a journey of self-discovery, healing, and maybe a little bit of petty glow-up. Hey, we're only human. We'll learn how to embrace the pain, cut those ties, reframe our perspective, and emerge from this breakup cocoon as the fabulous butterfly you were always meant to be. But before we dive in, I want you to ponder this. If your breakup was a book, what would you title your chapter? Would it be The Great Escape, The Plot Twist, or maybe The Phoenix Rises? Think about it, because by the end of this video, you might just be ready to write a whole new story. Ready to turn your heartache into a heartbreak recovery masterpiece? Let's do this! Chapter 1. Embracing the grieving process. Heartbreak. That gut-wrenching, soul-crushing experience we've all been through at least once. But hey, chin up. We're about to dive into the ultimate guide on how to bounce back from a breakup faster than you can say, swipe right. Picture this. It's 2 AM and you're knee-deep in a pint of ice cream, scrolling through old photos, wondering how to get over a breakup that feels like it's tearing you apart. We've all been there, my friend. Breakup recovery isn't just about moving on from an ex. It's about rediscovering yourself and emerging stronger than ever. Let's face it, healing after heartbreak is no walk in the park. It's more like trudging through quicksand while carrying a backpack full of emotional baggage. But here's the thing. Coping with a breakup is an art, and you're about to become a master. First things first, let's talk about embracing the grieving process. I know you're thinking, I thought this was about moving on after a relationship quickly. Trust me, it is. But sometimes, to speed up, you gotta slow down first. It's like taking a step back to leap forward. Counterintuitive, but effective. Your mom was right when she said loving someone is never a waste. That love you felt, it's proof that you've got a heart capable of deep connections. Instead of beating yourself up, let's channel that energy into a post-breakup transformation that will make your ex's jaw drop. Not that you care, right? Now, brace yourself for the emotional roller coaster. This is when you're allowed to be fully sad, resist the urge to drunk text your ex, and wallow in your feelings. But here's the secret sauce to dealing with heartache. Feel those feelings, don't fight them. It's like emotional spring cleaning. Sometimes you've got to make a mess before you can tidy up. Here's a pro tip for your breakup survival guide. Write a letter pouring out all your thoughts and feelings, but plot twist, don't send it. It's for you, not them. Consider it your personal exorcism of relationship ghosts. This isn't just about getting closure, it's about opening the door to a new, fabulous you. Remember, overcoming relationship loss isn't about forgetting your ex or pretending the relationship never happened. It's about acknowledging the pain, learning from the experience, and emerging as the phoenix you are. You're not just surviving a breakup, you're thriving despite it. So, grab that pen, let those tears flow, and get ready to turn this heartbreak into your greatest comeback story. Because trust me, the best is yet to come, and it starts with embracing this journey of healing and self-discovery. Your breakup recovery starts now, and spoiler alert, you're gonna crush it. Chapter 2. Cutting ties and reframing perspectives. Alright, heartbreak warriors, it's time to level up your breakup recovery game. We've cried, we've wallowed, and we've probably eaten our weight in ice cream. But now it's time to cut those ties and reframe our perspective faster than your ex can slide into someone else's DMs. Let's dive into the holy grail of getting over a breakup, the no contact rule. Picture this. It's 2 AM, you're 3 glasses of wine deep, and your thumb is hovering over that I miss you text. Stop right there. Sending that message is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It'll only make things worse. The no contact rule isn't just about avoiding your ex. It's about creating a sacred space for your heart to heal. Think of it as a detox for your soul. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but trust me, your future self will be doing a happy dance. Now, let's get a little creative, and maybe a tad petty, but hey, we're in healing mode. It's time to craft what I like to call the ick list. No, that's not a typo. It's a list of all the icky things about your ex and your relationship. Did they always forget your birthday? Have the emotional intelligence of a teaspoon? Write it all down, my friend. This isn't about being mean, it's about being brutally honest with yourself and remembering why you're better off flying solo. But wait, there's more. While we're in list making mode, let's create a dream list. This is where you jot down all the qualities you want in your ideal partner and relationship. Want someone who can make you laugh until your sides hurt? A partner who supports your dreams and brings you coffee in bed? Put it on the list. This isn't just daydreaming, it's setting intentions for your future and reminding yourself that there's something and someone better waiting for you. Now, let's talk about emotional detachment. And no, I don't mean becoming an ice queen or king. It's time to Marie Kondo your life of all those ex-related items that no longer spark joy. Delete their number, yes, really. Unfollow them on social media. I promise, you don't need to see their vacation photos, and box up those sentimental items. You don't have to throw them away if you're not ready, but get them out of sight. It's like ripping off a band-aid. It stings at first, but it's the fastest way to heal. Remember, this process isn't just about getting over your ex, it's about falling head over heels in love with yourself again. Prioritize self-love like it's your full-time job. Take yourself on dates. Try that hobby you've always been curious about, or finally binge watch that show everyone's been raving about. The world is your oyster, and you're the pearl, baby. As we navigate this chapter of your breakup survival guide, keep in mind that healing isn't a straight line. Some days, you'll feel like you're on top of the world, ready to conquer anything. Other days, you might find yourself ugly crying to Adele in the shower. That's okay. The important thing is that you're moving forward, one step at a time, in this post-breakup transformation. So, my newly single friend, embrace this time of change. You're not just coping with a breakup, you're leveling up in the game of life. Who knows? This might just be the beginning of the most exciting chapter of your story yet. Now go forth and conquer. Your happily ever after is waiting, and spoiler alert, it starts with you. Chapter 3. Limiting sadness and fostering self-reflection. Let's start with a radical idea. What if I told you that you could limit your post-breakup wallowing to just one day? I know, it sounds about as realistic as your ex suddenly developing emotional intelligence, but hear me out. Giving yourself a strict sadness schedule can be a game changer in getting over a breakup fast. Picture this. You've just emerged from your cocoon of blankets, empty ice cream containers, and tear-stained tissues. Congratulations, my friend. You've completed your designated wallow day. Now, it's time to spread those wings and start your heartbreak recovery journey. Here's the deal. Obsessing over your ex's post-breakup life is like watching paint dry, painfully boring and utterly unproductive. Are they living their best life on Instagram? Have they finally figured out how to fold a fitted sheet? Newsflash, it doesn't matter. Their life is no longer your Netflix subscription, so it's time to cancel that mental streaming service. Instead, let's turn that magnifying glass inward and focus on some serious self-reflection after breakup. It's time for the kind of soul-searching that makes you squirm a little, but ultimately leads to personal growth. Remember that toxic trait you swore you didn't have? Yeah, it's time to face it head on, like a brave knight confronting a dragon. Except the dragon is your own issues, and the sword is therapy. I'll go first in this breakup survival guide. I used to be the king of emotional unavailability, building walls higher than Trump's dreams. Recognizing and working on this trait was key to my own post-breakup transformation. Now it's your turn to spill the tea on yourself. What patterns or behaviors might have contributed to your relationship's demise? Maybe you're a chronic people pleaser, or perhaps you have trust issues that would make a spy look laid back. Whatever it is, identifying these traits is the first step in breaking free from them and truly healing after heartbreak. But don't worry, this isn't about beating yourself up. It's about growth and self-love after breakup. Baby, for every flaw you identify, counter it with a self-affirmation. Are you working on being more vulnerable? Give yourself a high five and say, I am brave enough to open my heart and express my true feelings. Remember, Overcoming heartache isn't a straight line. There will be days when you feel like you're crushing this whole moving on after a relationship thing, and others when you find yourself drafting a text to your ex at 3 AM. Pro tip, don't send it. That's okay. The key is to keep moving forward, even if it's just baby steps in sparkly self-improvement shoes. Think of your breakup recovery like leveling up in a video game. Each day you resist stalking your ex on social media is a power-up. Every time you choose self-care over self-pity, you're gaining experience points. And trust me, by the time you've mastered this game of coping with breakup, you'll be so leveled up that your ex will look like a tutorial mission in comparison. So, my fellow heartbreak warrior, are you ready to limit that sadness and foster some serious self-reflection? Remember, you're not just getting over a breakup fast, you're evolving into the best version of yourself. And that version, they're absolutely irresistible, emotionally intelligent, and ready for a love story that would make even Nicholas Sparks jealous. Chapter 4, Rewriting Your Narrative and Finding Purpose. Alright my friends, we've limited our wallowing, embraced self-reflection, and now it's time to rewrite your story faster than your ex can update their relationship status. Picture this. You're standing in front of a blank canvas, paintbrush in hand, ready to create a masterpiece that is your life. But wait, what's that nagging voice in the back of your head? Oh, it's just your ex's ghost, trying to haunt your artistic process. Time to exorcise that spectre and hold yourself accountable by remembering those relationship red flags you conveniently ignored. Was your ex as reliable as a weather forecast in London? Did they have more baggage than an airport carousel? Write it down, my friend. This isn't about being petty, it's about being honest with yourself and remembering why you're better off flying solo. Now, let's talk about those places that feel like they're haunted by the ghost of relationship past. You know, that cute cafe where you had your first date, or the park bench where you shared your first kiss. It's time to reclaim these spaces and create new memories faster than your ex can say, let's be friends. Trust the process and turn that date spot into your new writing nook, or that park into your personal yoga studio. You're not erasing history, you're adding new, fabulous chapters to your personal guidebook of life. But here's the real secret sauce to getting over a breakup fast. Finding a mission beyond romantic love. It's time to channel your inner superhero and discover your own origin story. What's your kryptonite? What's your superpower? Maybe it's time to finally start that podcast about conspiracy theories in children's cartoons, or learn to juggle flaming torches. Safety first though. The world is your oyster, and you're not just the pearl. You're the whole darn ocean, baby. Remember, this journey of self-discovery after breakup isn't just about moving on, it's about moving up. It's about creating a life so vibrant and fulfilling that when love does come knocking again, and trust me, it will be like adding sprinkles to your already delicious ice cream sundae of life, not the whole darn ice cream shop. As you navigate this roller coaster of healing after heartbreak, remember that it's okay to have moments of doubt. There might be days when you feel like you're crushing this whole living your best life thing, and others when you find yourself Googling how to build a time machine at 3 AM. That's normal. The key is to keep moving forward, even if it's just baby steps in fabulous self-improvement stilettos. Think of your breakup recovery like training for an emotional marathon. Each day you resist texting, your ex is a mile run. Every time you choose self-care over self-pity, you're building emotional muscle. And by the time you cross that finish line of overcoming heartache, you'll be so fit and fabulous that your ex will look like a couch potato in comparison. So, my newly single friend, embrace this time of reinvention. You're not just coping with a breakup, you're authoring the next bestseller of your life. Who knows, this might just be the beginning of the most exciting chapter yet. Now go forth and conquer. Your happily ever after is waiting, and spoiler alert, it stars you as the main character, not just a supporting role in someone else's story. Chapter 5, Embracing the Glow Up and Living Detached. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of our breakup recovery extravaganza. We've laughed, we've cried, and now it's time to glow up faster than your ex can say, new phone, who dis? Picture this, you're standing in front of your mirror, ready to level up your life. But wait, what's that little voice in your head? Oh, it's just your ego whispering, let's show them what they're missing. Hold up, my friend. This glow up isn't about revenge, it's about self-love. We're not trying to make your ex regret their life choices. We're aiming to make your future self do a happy dance every time they catch a glimpse of you in a reflective surface. Now, let's dive into the art of personal growth after breakup. This isn't just about getting a new haircut or hitting the gym, although if that's your jam, go for it. It's about scripting out your ideal self faster than your ex can update their dating profile. Who do you want to be? What habits will this fabulous new you embrace? Maybe it's finally learning to cook something more complex than a Pop-Tart, or perhaps it's mastering the art of meditation without accidentally napping. Write it down, vision board it, interpretive dance it, whatever helps you visualize your best self. But here's the real secret sauce to embracing the glow up and living detached: solo dating. That's right, it's time to romance yourself harder than any rom-com lead ever could. Take yourself out to that fancy restaurant you've been eyeing. Go see that art exhibit that intrigues you. Heck, buy yourself flowers just because it's Tuesday. The goal is to fall so deeply in love with your own company that anyone else's presence is just the cherry on top of your already delicious Sunday of life. Remember, this journey of self-discovery after breakup isn't just about moving on, it's about moving up. It's about creating a life so vibrant and fulfilling that when love does come knocking again, and trust me, it will, you'll be able to say, "Welcome to my fabulous life," instead of, "Thank goodness you're here to fill this void." As you navigate this final stage of healing after heartbreak, remember that it's okay to have flashbacks or moments of nostalgia. Don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, use those moments as a reminder of how far you've come. You're not just coping with a breakup anymore, you're thriving despite it. Think of those memories as the before pictures in your personal glow-up montage. Think of your post-breakup transformation like tending to a garden. Each new hobby you try, each career goal you pursue, each act of self-love is like planting a seed. And guess what? You're not just the gardener, you're the whole darn botanical garden, baby. You're growing, blooming, and becoming more vibrant with each passing day. So, my newly fabulous friend, as we wrap up this guide on breakup recovery, remember this: you're not just rewriting your narrative, you're crafting a bestseller. You're not just finding purpose, you're becoming your own life's mission. And you're definitely not just getting over someone, you're falling head over heels in love with the most important person in your life, yourself. Now go forth and glow up, you magnificent creature. Your happily ever after is waiting, and spoiler alert, it's going to be even better than you imagined, because this time you're the star, director, and producer of your own blockbuster life. And trust me, it's going to be a hit. Alright, Heartbreak warriors, we've reached the end of our journey through the land of breakups and glow-ups. But remember, this isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning of a brand new chapter. As Ariana Grande would say, "I've loved and I've lost," but that's not what I see. We've laughed, we've cried, and we've probably eaten enough ice cream to fill a small swimming pool. But look at you now. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You've learned to embrace the pain, rewrite your narrative, and fall head over heels in love with the most important person in your life, yourself. As you step out into the world, newly single and fabulous, remember that your breakup recovery is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you feel on top of the world, and others when you might find yourself ugly crying to a Taylor Swift playlist. And you know what? That's okay, because now you have the tools to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. So, my dear friends, as we wrap up this guide on how to get over a breakup fast, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question. If you could write a letter to your future self 1 year from now, what would you want to celebrate about your post-breakup transformation? Remember, you're not just moving on after a relationship, you're leveling up in the game of life. You're embracing the glow-up, living detached, and discovering a version of yourself that's even more amazing than before. As Ariana would say, "I'm so thankful for my ex, thank you next." Now go forth and conquer, my friends. Your happily ever after is waiting, and spoiler alert, it's going to be even better than you imagined, because this time you're the star of your own blockbuster life. And trust me, it's going to be a hit.